Okay. This interview is going to commence at 13:30 on the 6th of January. I am Detective Warner. For the purposes of the tape, can you please state your name?
Alex Gray.
The purpose of this interview is to determine your involvement in the murder of Stacey Collins. The body of Stacey Collins was found on the 4th of January at St Catherine's Dock by the River Thames. Forensics have estimated the time of death to be between 9 and 11 on the 3rd of January. Do you know the deceased, Stacey Collins?
I've never heard of Stacey Collins.
You've never heard of Stacey Collins? For the purposes of the tape, I am now showing Mr. Gray 2 pictures of Stacey Collins. Do you recognise this person?
I do, but not by the name Stacey Collins.
What name do you know him by?
The last time I saw that person, they went by the alias, assumedly, Charles White.
Okay. We're going to continue to refer to the gentleman as Stacey Collins because that's his real name. We'll question you further in regards to Mr. White at a later time. Have you ever been to St Catherine's Dock?
Well, yes, I drive through it on a regular basis.
Have you been to St Catherine's Dock recently?
About a fortnight ago.
Where were you on the 2nd of January? I do apologise. Where were you on the 3rd of January between the hours of 9 and 11 in the evening?
I just got in from work and I just put my daughter to bed.
Okay, do you work near St Catherine's Dock?
No, I work about 5 miles north of St Catherine's Dock.
Would you have been at St Catherine's Dock on the night in question, the
No.
3rd of January? No. That's interesting. It's very interesting. What phone do you have, Mr. Gray?
A Sony Y.
Sony what?
Xperia.
Sony Xperia. For the purpose of the tape, I'm now showing Mr. Gray evidence reference 04/01 SCMD1, Sony Xperia set of headphones. Can you explain, Mr. Gray, why a set of Sony headphones were found at the scene which have your DNA on them?
I fail to see how you can identify my DNA on a set of headphones.
I was hoping you was going to ask that because we seem to find a small fragment of earwax attached to the section that goes inside your ear.
Earwax doesn't carry DNA.
That's interesting. It's interesting. Forensics have come back stating your DNA are on those headphones.
No comment.
No comment. That's interesting. Do you recognise these earphones?
No,
So what you're saying, these are not your earphones?
they are not my earphones.
Okay. It's a very impressive beard you have there, sir.
Thank you.
Do you treat it at all?
Yes.
With what?
Beard oil.
What type of beard oil?
Sartorial. Why?
It's extremely interesting as well.
Everything seems to interest you, Detective.
It does. It does. Certainly when there's a murder that's been involved and certain evidence come to light which point fingers directly towards you, Mr. Gray.
with beard oil and a set of headphones on a phone that has sold 3 million in the last 12 months.
Indeed.
Doesn't exactly isolate me as a potential.
The fact that your DNA is on this set of headphones that we have here in evidence bag 1, and also the fact that we have a beard comb which has traces of sartorial oil on the comb. Do you not think it's a little bit coincidental that with these 2 items in hand you're still claiming to not know anything about?
Sartorial beard oil is one of the most popular beard oils in the UK at the moment. It won GQ's Fragrance of the Year. It's not exactly unlikely that somebody would have a beard oil comb.
No, you're very right. You're very right. You seem very confident. However, do you recognise this?
No.
Can you explain then why a hair was found on said comb? which matches identically to your DNA?
I can't know, but I know one thing, Detective Warner. You're barking up the wrong tree. That's not my beard.
I disagree. I disagree.
You disagree. Well, sorry to stick a wrench in your works, but this is my beard comb, not that one.
Yeah. Do you know what, Mr. Gray? I do believe it's time for you to get a lawyer. With
On
the
what
evidence that
grounds?
we've got, with your own admissions that you know the person, albeit in a different name, you still know the deceased.
As do many people.
Many people do. I do believe it's time for you to get a lawyer.
Fair enough, Detective Warner. You'll be hearing from my solicitor soon.
Indeed, I hope so, sir. Interview terminated at 13:34.